If there's one person from my 600-pound life who made viewers furious, it's Steven Assanti. From the start, he was rude, demanding, and completely unwilling to follow Dr. Now's weight loss plan.
I want this guy off.
He yelled at nurses, threw tantrums when he didn't get his way, and constantly begged for painkillers. Even his own brother, who was also on the show, struggled to deal with him. Instead of taking responsibility for his health, Steven blamed everyone else, making him one of the most hated people in the show's history. But not everyone on my 600-pound life left a bad impression. Over the years, fans have cheered for those who took Dr. Now's advice seriously, worked hard, and completely turned their lives around. Some of these success stories are truly inspiring, showing that change is possible even in the most difficult situations. In this video, we'll take a closer look at 3 of the most loved stars, people who prove that determination pays off. Then, we'll shift to the 3 most hated ones, those who frustrated both Dr. Now and viewers at home. Why do some people succeed while others fail? And what makes certain stars so memorable, for better or worse? Mila Clarke is one of the most inspiring success stories from my 600-pound life. When she first appeared on the show, she weighed over 750 pounds and was completely bedridden. Simple tasks like getting out of bed or taking a shower were impossible without help. On top of that, she was raising several children, which made her situation even more heartbreaking.
The memory that I want for my children to have that I ate.
Unlike many others on the show, Mila was determined to change her life. She followed Dr. Nowzaradan's strict diet plan and worked hard to lose enough weight to qualify for surgery. Even when she faced setbacks, like struggling to stand on her own after years of being bedridden, she never gave up. Her dedication paid off, and over the years, she lost more than 500 pounds, making her one of the show's biggest success stories. What made Mila so lovable was her attitude. She never made excuses and always listened to Dr. Now's advice, even when it was tough to hear. Fans admired her strength, not just physically, but emotionally, as she pushed through every challenge in her way. Today, Mila continues to live a healthier life and enjoys her newfound independence. Her story is proof that with hard work and determination, real change is possible. Before we go to the next one, I'm on a journey to 1,000 subscribers, so if you'd like to support me, hit that subscribe button. Christina Phillips was just 22 years old when she appeared on My 600-Pound Life, weighing over 700 pounds. Her weight made even the simplest tasks impossible, and she relied completely on her family for help. She barely left her house and felt trapped in a body that limited her from living a normal life.
I'm trapped inside this body that I don't want to be in.
Unlike some participants who struggle to follow Dr. Nowzaradan's program, Christina was determined to change. She stuck to the strict diet, lost enough weight to qualify for surgery, and kept pushing forward. Over time, she lost more than 500 pounds, completely transforming her body and her life. However, Christina's journey wasn't just about physical weight loss. She also had to break free from an unhealthy relationship. Her husband at the time was controlling and didn't support her weight loss efforts, making her feel like she couldn't succeed. But once she gained confidence and independence, she made the brave decision to leave the toxic relationship and focus on her own happiness. Fans loved Christina because she never gave up, even when things got tough. She proved that real change isn't just about losing weight, it's about gaining the confidence to live life on your own terms. Today, she continues to maintain a healthy lifestyle and serves as an inspiration to many. Justin McSwain's journey on My 600-Pound Life was one of the most inspiring in the show's history. At his heaviest, he weighed over 680 pounds and struggled with severe anxiety that made his situation even worse. He avoided social situations, felt overwhelmed by his weight, and had convinced himself that he wasn't capable of change. When Justin first met Dr. Nowzaradan, he was terrified. Years of unhealthy habits and self-doubt had left him feeling hopeless, but he decided to trust the process. He followed Dr. Now's strict diet, pushed himself to become more active, and committed to therapy to work through his anxiety. His dedication paid off. He lost over 450 pounds and gained a new sense of confidence along the way. One of the reasons fans loved Justin so much was his attitude. He didn't blame others for his struggles, and even when things got tough, he kept working toward his goals. His journey wasn't just about physical transformation, it was about overcoming his fears and proving to himself that he was capable of change. Today, Justin continues to maintain a healthy lifestyle and shares his progress with his supporters. His story is a reminder that weight loss is just as much a mental battle as a physical one. And with the right mindset, anything is possible. While my 600-pound life has introduced us to many inspiring transformations, not every participant has won over the audience. Some became infamous for their attitude, excuses, and outright refusal to follow Dr. Now's program. These individuals frustrated both the doctor and viewers at home, turning them into some of the most disliked people to ever appear on the show. If there's one person from my 600-pound life who is almost universally disliked, it's Steven Assanti. From the moment he appeared on the show, he made it clear that he had no interest in taking responsibility for his weight. Weighing over 730 pounds, he was given the chance to change his life, but instead, he spent most of his time being rude, manipulative, and demanding. Steven's behavior toward medical staff and his own family was shocking. He threw tantrums when he didn't get his way, screamed at nurses, and constantly begged for painkillers. His actions were so extreme that Dr. Now even threatened to kick him out of the program multiple times. Even his own brother Justin, who was also on the show, wanted little to do with him because of his toxic personality. Unlike the most loved stars, Steven never seemed truly committed to change. Even after weight loss surgery, he continued making excuses and refusing to follow Dr. Now's advice. Fans were frustrated watching someone waste an opportunity that so many others worked hard for. Today, Steven remains a controversial figure. While he did lose some weight, his negative attitude and disrespectful behavior left a lasting impression, just not in a good way. James King's story on my 600-pound life was one of the most frustrating for viewers. Unlike many participants who fought hard to improve their lives, James consistently refused to follow Dr. Now's program, despite being given multiple chances. At his heaviest, he weighed around 840 pounds, making him one of the largest people ever featured on the show. From the start, James struggled to commit to his weight loss journey. Dr. Now put him on a strict diet, but instead of following it, he continued to gain weight. His family, particularly his wife and father, enabled his bad habits by bringing him unhealthy food, even when they knew it was hurting him. This made his situation even worse and frustrated fans who saw other patients work so hard to succeed. Dr. Now did everything he could to help James, but it was clear that James wasn't willing to make the necessary changes. After multiple warnings and failed attempts, Dr. Now eventually dismissed him from the program, something that rarely happens on the show. Fans were disappointed, as it was painful to watch someone throw away a life-saving opportunity. Sadly, James's refusal to change had tragic consequences. He continued to struggle with his weight and passed away in 2020 at the age of 49 due to complications from obesity. His story serves as a heartbreaking example of what happens when someone isn't able to break free from unhealthy habits. Penny Sager is one of the most controversial participants in my 600-pound life, not because of dramatic outbursts or bad behavior, but because of her refusal to change. When she joined the show, she weighed over 530 pounds and was completely dependent on her husband for even the simplest tasks. Unlike many other participants, Penny didn't seem eager to take control of her situation. Dr. Now put her on a strict diet before approving her for weight loss surgery. But even after the procedure, Penny refused to follow the program. While most patients start losing weight after surgery, Penny barely made any progress. She stayed in bed, insisted that she was eating properly despite clear evidence that she wasn't, and ignored Dr. Now's advice at every turn. What frustrated fans the most was Penny's complete lack of accountability. She often acted like she was a victim of circumstance rather than someone who had the power to change. Dr. Now called her out for her mindset, but she remained stubborn, believing that she was doing everything right even when the results said otherwise. Unlike other participants who pushed through struggles, Penny never made significant progress. By the end of her episode, she was still bedridden, and viewers were left wondering if she had any real desire to improve her life. While some people sympathized with her, most were frustrated by how she wasted the opportunity that so many others worked so hard for. Today, Penny remains a prime example of why my 600-pound life doesn't work for everyone. No matter how much help someone gets, they have to want to change. And Penny simply didn't. Obesity on my 600-pound life is often linked to trauma, emotional struggles, and family dynamics. Many participants use food as a coping mechanism for past abuse or neglect, making weight loss more than just a physical challenge. Success stories like Mila Clark's show that true change requires emotional growth, while failures like James King's highlight how enabling families can prevent progress. Those who seek therapy and break toxic patterns tend to do better. In the end, my 600-pound life proves that lasting weight loss isn't just about diet. It's about overcoming deep emotional and psychological barriers. Dr. Naozaradan, or Dr. Now, is known for his no-nonsense approach to weight loss. He provides each patient with a strict diet plan, often cutting their daily intake to 1,200 calories to prepare them for surgery. While some appreciate his tough love, others struggle with his bluntness. Dr. Now believes that excuses won't save lives, only discipline and commitment will. His method has helped many achieve incredible transformations, but for those unwilling to change, he doesn't hesitate to call them out. In the end, Dr. Now's approach works best for those ready to take responsibility for their health. My 600-pound life sparks strong reactions from viewers who often praise success stories and criticize those who refuse to change. Social media plays a big role, turning some participants into fan favorites while making others infamous. People admire those who work hard, like Mila Clark, but grow frustrated with individuals like Steven Assanti, who seem unwilling to help themselves. While the show raises awareness about obesity, some argue it exploits participants for entertainment. Regardless, it keeps audiences engaged, proving that stories of struggle and transformation, whether inspiring or infuriating, always leave a lasting impact. The journeys on my 600-pound life show the difference between those who embrace change and those who resist it. While inspiring stories like Mila Clark's give hope, frustrating cases like Steven Assanti's remind us that not everyone is ready to change. Success requires discipline, emotional growth, and the willingness to take responsibility. What do you think about these stars? Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more.